Okay, here we go. All right, I think we are live. At least I hope we are. Let's see. Yep, here we are. Hey, what's up? What's going on, everyone? Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to find a stream for the episode. I'm not having any kind of luck, though, because unfortunately I don't have cable TV. So, what is going on, everyone? Let's see. Try to see if I can find something. Horror Movie Mad, how you doing? Oh, awesome. If you got a stream, yeah, cool. First time watching a full Ninja Steel episode. What's up, Patty Murphy? So, Paul Beam, Patty Murphy, just to let you guys know, your things have already been sent in the mail. Devin McEhern, how you doing? You're enjoying it? All right, cool. Awesome. All right, cool. So hopefully I can get a good stream here. Try Madro app. All right, let's see what that's. Madro. Let's see if I can find that. All right, Madro. Let's see. Okay, Madro. Let's see. Let's try that out. Alright, just give me one sec here while I try to find that and see. I'm going to be a little bit behind everyone right now. What's going on? So we have 14 in the stream right now. How y'all doing? I'm trying to find a stream. Tommy's son is named JJ. Okay. Alright, let's see. And then we'll see if we can discuss some of that after the fact. Okay, I'm not finding it there. Emmanuel Cobiane. Let's see. It's Tommy's son named Saba. Alright, let's see. Try to see if I could find that, what you were talking about there. Alright. Okay, not finding that. It looks like after J.J. Abrams. Hey, what's going on, Jesus Seros? To answer your question, Sliffer, hopefully. I mean, I'm been working on it, so trying to see when I could get that completely done there. So, it's not. Yeah, that's because those guys, they're pretty good friends in real life. So, all right, we got 18 on the stream now. Awesome. Hopefully we get a couple more on here. I'm still trying to find the stream, so regardless of what, I'm gonna be a little bit behind you. I'm trying to catch at least some part of it, though, even if I don't catch the whole episode, so that I have at least some kind of. Zoom Ranger robot clone. Okay. If anything, I guess y'all could give me a play-by-play. No, that's fine, Alex Bush Rose. Enjoyed the episode. So already Justin Sigler says it's better than the Megaforce one. Why? That's what I would assume. I mean, I don't think it could have gotten any worse than the Megaforce anniversary. That seemed to be the one that was universally hated by people. So, awesome, Sliffer. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I try my best to be informative with all those. So. I'm glad that you're looking forward to it. I'm hoping to have it out soon. I'm also hoping to finish up the final part of Working Designs and Overlooked Legacy, which is Furbus is the main villain of Dimensions in Danger. No turbo for Dino Thunder coins. Okay. Luigi Robs 14, I did not go to Power Morphicon, but I think some of the other people in the chat might have. But I hope to go, hopefully, to the next one. We'll see. I'm sure that it will, Sliffer. I'm sure that it will. Okay, so still looking for... So let's see if I could find some kind of stream for it. Not having any kind of luck, though. So far, so it seems like everybody likes the anniversary episode so far, so that's good. That's good. PMC was good. Friday was bad. I've only seen 1 through 3. Okay. So of course, let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. No Jason, though. Yeah. Inez, Yvette, Santana. I haven't even seen it yet. It's all good. It's all good. We'll be hanging out here. If I'm trying to see if I could catch a stream for it myself. Doubt I will. In time anyways, but at the very least we could hang out a little bit and talk about Power Rangers, you know, celebrating, you know, some 25th anniversary, and y'all could kind of do an open discussion on it, and if you guys want to give me kind of a play-by-play of the episode, that's cool too. But either way, we'll hang out for a little bit tonight. Of course, Leo, you are. How you doing? What time does it air in Los Angeles? Well, you all are 3 hours behind, so I would think maybe 3 hours from now. Yeah, I'm trying to find a link to a streaming part of, or the streaming episode. Rocky, but not Jason. Yeah. You don't think Kat married Tommy? They're not together in the episode? That's weird. And there's at 8 p.m. Yep. Figured. Yeah, it totally should have been Jason. I mean, I got love for Steve Cardenas as Rocky, but Jason's always gonna be MMPR Red to me, always. He has a morpher, special morpher. Well, that's cool. I guess they finally decided to make that canon to kind of, you know, weave that story together finally, because it never. So. Makes more sense that way, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that's not working. Alright. So I've exhausted just about all the options, at least that I can think of off the top of my head. Early time, okay. Fight. Lucky no Troy. The Turbo Pink. No love for Troy anywhere. Troy is just, he's destitute there. He still has the Falcon sword. Twitch. Would they be airing it on Twitch though? I don't think so. Would they? Let me see. I doubt it, but I could check. Let's see. Let us see. Checking to see. All right, let me see. Yeah, all I'm seeing is like stuff for not seeing anything like. Let's see if we can find it. It's only 2 minutes for it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see anything in there. Been binge watching Inez. That's cool. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, I would think it would be done by now. So it looks like I missed it, but it's fine. So you all can tell me about it there. So what did you guys think of the 25th anniversary? So far it seems like the general consensus is that it was much better than the I'm gonna have to watch it later myself, but it seems like everybody here seems to think it was much better than the last anniversary special, so that's good. That definitely gives me hope. The Shattered Grid panel. Okay. See, I haven't gotten that far in the comic books yet. I'm only up to issue 7. It was not bad. It's basically listen to Tommy. Hi, happy 25th anniversary Power Rangers. Hey, what's up, Terrell Billinger? How you doing? Appreciate you joining the stream. So now we're gonna sit here and we could all talk about. You all can talk about what you thought about the 25th anniversary episode. Of course, I didn't happen to catch it myself. Couldn't find a stream for it, but you all can tell me all about it. So Master Rider Blue says it's fun. It seems like a lot of people would agree with you, so it looks like they did a better job on this anniversary season. Jason Fonda's replacement was awesome. Okay. Just watched the new episode. Cool, cool. Awesome. So it looks like all of you dug the new episode, so that's great. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Hopefully. So here's what I'm going to do. We're at 20 right now. We're at 20 people right now. So I figured if we could reach about 30 people or more on the stream tonight, I will do a giveaway tonight. So if you guys know anybody that wants to join the stream or that might like, might like Power Rangers, share the stream. Tell them to come and hang out. Let's talk some Power Rangers for a little bit, for at least an hour or maybe a little bit over an hour. I'll go tonight. Maybe I'll go up to 10 o'clock tonight or 10:30, or probably actually about 10 o'clock, not 10:30. I'm sorry. Maybe go that far. We'll see. But came up with a film. So National Power Rangers Day. That was mediocre at best. So Julian did not like it. So why didn't? Okay, so obviously, all right. So that's You're the first person that said they didn't like. I didn't see it, Julian, so I have no comment really. I just did the stream tonight because I figured, you know, we could all discuss it and y'all could tell me what y'all thought of it. And at some point, I'm gonna watch it myself. Hey, what's going on, Ram Jam? Reveals his son, but not his wife. Interesting. "35th birthday, maybe." You might be right. I don't know. All right, so nobody, Leo. I can't guarantee no spoilers because I think that people are going to want to openly talk about it. So I guess just try not to pay attention too much to the chat because I think people are going to be talking about it here for a little bit. Chris G. Star, thank you for joining the stream. "It was too hype. Should have been an hour." Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we got a lot of people. All right, awesome. We are at 28 people on the stream. That is awesome. Hopefully we can get a couple more in here. We get 2 more here later on. Before the stream ends, I'll do a giveaway. So let's just keep that number consistent. Paradise Gamer, what's up? Thank you for joining the stream. So Paul, you thought the action was good. 6 out of 10 you would give it. All right, that sounds like a fair rating. He's like the Michael Jackson of Power Rangers, except he's a martial artist. I could have married her, that's true. It was super rushed. So Julian, you feel it was super rushed. What's up, Seth Films? Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you stick around to the end. There's an extended edition coming soon. Well, didn't they do an extended edition for the last anniversary episode? I could have sworn that they did, that it was like 5 minutes longer or something like that. Okay, so Master Rider Blue, you've given it kind of a similar score, a 6.8 out of 10, maybe a little bit higher. TYNSJ should have been a bit longer. Okay. Was JDF's Tommy Oliver was responsible for helping make PR? Terrell Billinger, he was partly responsible, but I would not say he was solely responsible. And the reason for that is, hey, Matty J, what's going on? Matty J in the house. Thank you for joining the stream, bud. Pro Veteran, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the very end. But to get back to your question real quick, Terrell, he was not solely responsible for it being a pop cultural phenomenon. He definitely added to the popularity, but truth be told, the series was already the #1 kids show in America before Tommy ever even appeared on the series. So he is not solely responsible for it becoming a pop cultural phenomenon. It already was becoming a pop cultural phenomenon way before he appeared on the show. So he just helped add to the popularity. But he's, like I said, he's not solely responsible for that. It was well on its way towards that. So, if not already being there. Combined with like 2 minutes of deleted stuff. Interesting. Okay. It felt rushed. Okay. So, Alex Plushbro gives it a 5 out of 10. It was okay. So, average. Okay. So it seems like more or less everybody thinks it was kind of average. If not anything else, at the very least. But it seems like for the most part, the general consensus is that it was better than the last one. So that's good. All right, we reached over 31 people. Let's keep this number up until the end of the stream. And like I said, at the very end, I will do a special giveaway for y'all, you know, to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers. I'll give out a tonight. I'll be giving out a Loyal Subjects Mighty Morphin Power Rangers vinyl figure. A blind box, so that'll be the prize tonight. So Charizard Ranger, what's going on? So you're gonna watch it again too. So the jury's still out. Stand Up Creativity, thank you for joining the stream. Tommy is the Triple H of Power Rangers. I think I know in what sense you mean that. So themes. Yeah, Matty J says it's better. Blue Blaze, thanks for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the very end. Stop watching after Time Force. Late. It was okay. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be, again, general consensus seems to be that it was at least better than the last one, so that's good. Well, Leo, somebody mentioned in the chat here that they'll probably have an extended version that's coming out of it. They'll probably put it on nick.com, because I think that's what they did for the last extended version. So, nah, more Hogan. I haven't seen the episode. Does anyone know how I might be able to watch it? If anything, Pro Veteran, I think it's going to end up being on nick.com. So, for Ninja Steel, average is going above and beyond. Yeah, from what I understand about Ninja Steel, that you're probably right about that. So, overhyped. Sierra Porter, I think somebody confirmed that earlier in the chat. The only good part was how they confirmed the alternative dimensions. Okay, so I guess that that would weave in RPM, because I mean, RPM was technically kind of an alternative dimension, I would think, if not sometime in the far future. Although they never determined that. They put the extension on Netflix for the 20th anniversary. Okay. If you can choose two of the most beloved, hated PR villains to go face to face with one another in a Freddy vs. Jason style battle, which two would you pick? I would pick Mesogog and Lord Zed. And I'm talking about like evil Lord Zed, like from when he first showed up, not teddy bear Lord Zed after they kind of, dumbed him down a little bit. I'm talking about evil Lord Zed versus Mesogog. Those are the two I would put together. I think those were like, two of the most evil right there of all time. It's been going live about the episode. There's a lot of people that have gone live. I saw there was some people live streaming, doing like live reactions, I guess. Obviously, I was thinking about doing the same thing because I wanted to watch it, but I just couldn't find the stream, but it's fine. Adam Catcher, thanks for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the very end. Confused by the whole thing, like TJ commenting on Draven as if he's run into him before. Layla Nolan, what's up? Just watched the episode and it was facepalm. Ooh, okay. So we got some spicy takes here in the chat. Zeke, what's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the very end. Sorry for hitting the microphone there, guys. So, is officially in a new dimension. Okay, so it doesn't take place in the standard continuity. I guess that's their way of explaining things that might not fit into the continuity from what y'all are telling me. If you want to watch it for free, I recommend DirecTV. That's how I did it. Oh, wish I had done that. Thank you for that, Seth. I'll look into that. Jason David Frake and Kenji Oba should meet. You never know. They might someday. Like the episode, but it has a lot of problems. Okay. Zed versus his son. Oh, yeah, that's right. His son did come out in, I think, what was it? Once a Ranger? Was it the anniversary? It was the anniversary episode, wasn't it? That Zed and Rita's son came out in? So RPM is in a different dimension. Okay. So I guess that's how they're going to explain away some of these other seasons. Well, not really explain them away, but so that they'll kind of make sense within the overall continuity of Power Rangers. Okay. Preston Wise, thank you for joining the stream, man. I hope you'll stick around to the very end. We're going to be doing a giveaway. Tim McAndrew, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the very end. We'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream. So everybody here has a chance for that. Feel free to ask any questions. So we're just going to, talk about, we could all have a nice little group discussion here about the season, or I should say about the episode, and just talk about stuff. Let's celebrate some Power Rangers for a bit longer here. Compared to it doesn't even come close. I think everybody, Forever Red was, I think, the best way to do it in the shortest amount of time, in the shortest window that they had. Oh yeah, the wigs. Yeah, I saw Steven Skyler. Yeah, I saw his little video on it where he was, where he showed like how they did his hair, how they put the wig on. That is pretty funny though. They set up Soul of the Dragon by mentioning Tommy's son JJ. Okay. So compared to Legend Brown, it was better. Okay. Once a Ranger Overdrive. Okay. Alright. Epitheria on Dragon will be the 30th anniversary. Well, the thing is, I mean, if they've already kind of laid groundwork like that from stuff that was apparently in the comic book, then Big Swole, what's up? Hope you'll stick around to the end of the stream there. So I mean, it's always a possibility that they could bring that character, the Lord Drakon character, into the show. They just have to do it in a way that's gonna make sense. Well, I believe that, like I said, Leo, I believe that they're going to have an extended version of the episode on Nickelodeon's website later. So, be on the lookout for that. So, what I thought of the episode... Alright, Zeke says, so what I thought of the episode was it could have been longer. They could have said something about Lord Drakon and more about Dimensions being attacked. Oh, and Tommy Knight showing his Turbo Red morph. Okay. Well, maybe... maybe it's because he... Maybe it's because he gave that power to TJ, so... I think the comic is one dimension, okay. Let's talk about the Master Morpher Tommy uses. Interesting. Sluggo Media, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the very end, because we will be doing a giveaway. Adam Catcher, same thing. Hope you'll stick around to the very end. The Master Morpher Tommy uses. It was good, just wish they had more unmorphed interaction between the Rangers, too rushed at the end. Yeah, a couple people have said that as well. Yoder and Go Kaiger. Anniversary team. I feel like it was a ripoff of Shattered Grid. Okay. Well, they probably drew some inspiration from Shattered Grid for sure. Lord Nexus, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around till the very end. We will be doing a giveaway tonight celebrating the 25th anniversary, so everybody's got a chance to win a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action vinyl from loyal subjects. So it's going to be a blind box giveaway. Let's see, 1 hour instead of 20 minutes. Okay. What's your favorite non-PR show during the Fox Kids era? My favorite non-PR show? Man, I loved the X-Men cartoon and I loved the Spider-Man cartoon. Those were both my favorite thing to watch outside of Power Rangers. Yeah, they were right up there. I would say, yeah, X-Men and the Spider-Man cartoon. Like, I loved the way they did those shows. They were perfect. Because the thing I loved most about the X-Men cartoon is that they did a lot of, they turned a lot of Chris Claremont's milestone story arcs into episodes, and I loved Chris Claremont's work. So. Power Rangers Ancient Age. I'll look into that. What Lord Drakon is after. Okay. So it could be a plot device for a future crossover episode. Okay. Alright. Lived up to the promise of showing a password, something that was originally going to be in Forever Red. Okay. Cool. Alright, so Seth Film says it's a green White Ranger morpher. The red is painted green, and the Power Ranger logo has the Zeo pattern on it. The coin changes, and there is an exclusive Zeo coin. Interesting. Mystic Knights was a good show, too. Also, much older Evil Tommy is as close to the Dragon as we'll see on TV. Yeah. Did you watch 4Kids dub of Ultraman Tiga? No, I did not, Big Swole, but I did, however, prior to 4Kids existing. Funny thing, I did watch Ultraman Towards the Future on what ended up becoming the Warner Brothers affiliate, which eventually became the CW. Way back in the day, which I saw Ultraman Towards the Future in syndication on that channel, on the local channel here. So after watching this, you hope Beast Morphers is better. It probably will be. Hey, what's going on, Tokusatsu Nerd? Hope you'll stick around to the end. I will be doing a giveaway today, so... Alright, so let's see. Place aka Tommy's Reef Side. Okay. What if Tom? Maybe. Professor Dan, what's going on? Hope you'll stick around to the end of the stream. Thank you for joining. It was good, but what is your opinion on Power Rangers Hyperforce? I haven't seen Hyperforce yet, but I want to. I know that it was... I was never able to... I think I caught one of the streams for Hyperforce, but I think I caught it as it was ending a while ago, so... Shattered Grid, as far as I know, is not canon to the show, but I think maybe with this anniversary episode, they're taking elements from the comic book and maybe putting them into the show. But like I've said before, I mean, until they actually do all that stuff and put it in the show, I consider them separate continuities. So, all right. Well, you can definitely try it, Alex Plush Bros. Nerd. Alright. I'm gonna watch the episode on Netflix. Cool. Because my phone is dying. Alright, Tokusatsu Nerd, take your time. You met the X-Men writers and producers of the cartoon series? Zeke, I think a lot of people share your sentiment. I think a lot of people hope for the same thing. That Hasbro will handle it right. You're not alone there, Jesus. I haven't seen it either, so it's a series that I wanted to check out. Didn't get a chance to. I'll be giving away this, basically. It's a blind box, sealed blind box of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers loyal subjects. So you'll get one of the figures, one of these in there. So Black Zodon. Awesome. I hope you stick around to the end of the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. Ramjan says, I hope they did the episode justice. Well, and just G686 Not Forever Red still holds the best reunion anniversary episode to date. You might be right about that. Yeah, I think a lot of people would still agree with that. Wish everybody would have gotten their own morphing sequence. Okay. You can watch the Tommy morph here. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know about the previews that are here on YouTube. What PR anniversary episode would you consider to be the worst? Well, I haven't seen the Megaforce one, but the general consensus seems to be that the Megaforce one was the worst. I mean, the one that I would say I liked the least, obviously, was the 15th anniversary one. Of the ones that I've seen. So I've only seen two. I've only seen two of them, so... Oh my gosh, 3 hours long per episode. Well, then again, they are playing a game, so... yeah, I guess that sounds about right. Oh, so... Ah, that sucks, Sluggo. That's too bad. Well, I mean, Lord Nexus, you never know. They may. You're watching Yu-Gi-Oh! And Arc 5. What's Arc 5? And speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's funny that you mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually bought a deck of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards the other day. I'm going to learn how to play so I can duel people. Besides the first episode. Was it better than the first episode, Julian? I think you got to be 18 or older, to be honest with you. I mean, I think you could audition at 17, but see In Space with Adam Park. I've seen the episode of In Space with Adam Park. I saw that one. Yeah, but got a hold of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck. Haven't opened it yet. I'm probably doing an unboxing video on my other channel, on the John Miss Prime channel, so I'm going to be learning how to duel. I got the Sato Kaiba structure deck. So, was that an anime? Oh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. So it's an anime, okay. Do you think Hasbro will do Power Rangers video game for the current gaming consoles? Maybe, but I don't expect them to be good. I mean, unless they get like the same studio that did like the War for Cybertron games, I don't think they'll do any good like Power Rangers games. If they get like the people that did like War for Cybertron or something like that, or Transformers Devastation, maybe. Innovation YGO, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the end. Episode definitely made up for the crappy legendary battle. Yeah, it seems most people agree with you on that. So, it's like no link monsters. You can't duel with that deck. What do you mean I can't duel with this deck? What's wrong with this deck? I can't face people with that one. Zeke, what's going on with that? What do you mean? That's the 5th anniversary. If you could be any ranger, which ranger would you be? Quantum Ranger, probably. 25-year run of... I mean, a lot of them have, so... I'm liking the anime so far. Yep. First page with the original script and had them sign it. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. That's awesome, Leo. This is no celebration of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise, the 777th episode, and according to how they list seasons, we get the 15th season of the show by returning from familiar places. Okay, cool. Alright. You need some link monsters. What's that? Is that this one? Is that this one, Zeke? This one says this is a Link Strike starter deck. I like made sure not to leave the store with just one. This is how you do. Devin Hughes Reacts to says this is how you do an anniversary special. Okay, cool. So I guess it's safe to say that you liked it then, huh, Devin? All right, let's see. We got everybody else in. So Streets of Rage 4 was announced. Yeah, I saw that. Now that's something I'm actually very excited for. That's something I can't wait to play. I love the Streets of Rage games. I've beaten the first one, the second one, the third one. Haven't beaten the third one, but I will. And I played there's some guys from Spain a couple years back. They made something called Streets of Rage Remake. It was not an official Sega game. It was just kind of like a homebrew game, and it was fantastic. It was great. You could probably find it out there if you dig enough ROM sites. You could probably find it. But man, yeah, Streets of Rage 4, I'm pumped for that. That's one of my all-time favorite games on the Sega Genesis. Streets of Rage and Streets of Rage 2. Especially 2. I love 2. Yeah, I did play that, Ram Gem. I did play it, and I like the SNES Power Rangers games. I like the first one the best, the side-scrolling beat 'em up. That's my favorite Power Rangers game by far. Not even close. There's not even a close second. The 25-year history of PR franchise. How many Pink Rangers are there? Man, there hasn't been a Pink Ranger every season, but I would think there's been at least 20 or close to 20 Pink Rangers. Yu-Gi-Oh! Thought it was Magic the Gathering. That's something I'm also learning how to play. I'm learning how to play a bunch of TCGs. Like, there's more besides Yu-Gi-Oh! That I'm trying to learn how to play. I'm trying to learn how to play this Vanguard, Card Fight Vanguard, which has an anime out. So I'm learning how to play that. I'm learning how to play this, the Dragon Ball Super card game. This is a starter deck for that. And I'm also learning how to play this one as well, which is Force of Will. Now this one right here, this is one that is like supposed to be the next big, or they're touting it as potentially the next competitor for Magic the Gathering, because it's really starting to gain in popularity. So maybe I'll look up that channel, Zeke. Remember that Ryu Ranger in Smash Brothers because Ryu's in. Well, maybe that'll be like a costume of his. Welcome back, Leo Nolan. New Power Rangers beat 'em up. I agree. We do. We do need a new Power Rangers beat 'em up. Yeah, I haven't read it either. Gil Masu, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the end. The 2020 Power Rangers are going to be based on trains. I hope so. I hope they bring back Tokuger. Can you rank your top 10 favorite Red Rangers from worst to best? Well, worst, I think I've said that before. The one I think is the worst is probably Shane. After that would be I think Mac was his name from Operation Overdrive. I'm trying to think of the rest here. I guess man, I can't think of them all right now. I'd have to like write them down for you, but I can tell you I think the worst is Shane from Ninja Storm, and the best, you know, and best Red Ranger of all time is, of course, MMPR Red. The ACG game, I don't think I've ever played that. I'd have to check that out. Hasbro and Activision split up a year ago. Stop making Transformers games minus the studio who made Transformers Devastation. Aw, that's too bad. Buddy Fight and Vanguard and Yu-Gi-Oh are my jam. Oh, awesome, man. Well, Zeke, I'm starting to get into all these different TCGs now. So, I mean, it's probably something I'm going to cover on my other channel. So, if you check in the description here of the video, my other channel is Jonimus Prime. So if you want to check that one out, I think I have it linked in this one. I'm pretty sure I do. Maybe not. But my other channel is called Jonimus Prime. I'm going to be doing like more card and board gaming stuff on that channel, if anything. So if you want to follow me on that channel, I'll probably be like, I'm going to be doing unboxing videos, but I'm also learning how to play all this stuff because I just want to learn how to play all these different games. Power Ranger adaptation, they better not. Well, what if they do it justice? What if they write a good story around it, Adam? Tommy the TCG. I mean, at this point, they probably could make a TCG about him. 14 Rangers from MMP Arts and Ninja Steel. I want to learn how to play the Yu-Gi-Oh game on Game Boy Advance. I haven't played any of the electronic ones or any of the digital ones. Some of the other Rangers should have them too. Well, you would think that the other Rangers that have been more than one Ranger should logically have one as well. Like, you know, Jason, Adam, Rocky, Cat. Beast Morphers has red, blue, silver, and gold. Hopefully they will adapt Tokuger. I wouldn't mind seeing an adaptation of Tokuger, honestly. I mean, they might be able to weave a good story around it. From best to worst, or from worst to best. Oh, well, probably the worst sixth Ranger was probably Mercury. As far as worst, the best, I would probably say it's a toss-up. It was either the Gold Ranger from Zeo or the Quantum Ranger from Power Rangers Time Force. So, R. Troy and Brody. Yeah, I think a lot of people... I mean, as long as they weave a good story around Tokuger, you never know. Kevin Duane. Question, what would you like to be adapted to Power Rangers after Beast Morphers? Tokuger, Zooger, or Q Ranger? I wouldn't mind seeing Tokuger, honestly. I would like for them to go back and adapt the seasons that they skipped. So... and if they make a good story around it, even better. I mean, the toys are going to sell. The toys are going to sell. I mean, they're trains. Kids love trains. So the toys will sell well. The toys sold very well in Japan. So there'll be a female sixth Ranger in the near future. I could see that potentially happening. Female sixth, sure. Just to be redeemed as possible under the new management that is Hasbro. That's true. They could redeem them. If they write a good story or a good crossover episode with them, maybe. I don't think Sentai has a female sixth Ranger. I don't think they do either, but hey, in the future, we could potentially see it. Go on, Andrew Silver. Magic Mosquito. I demand buttermilk biscuits and Belgian waffles be featured in the next episode of Henshin Time. For those of you that don't know, Magic Mosquito there in the chat is actually Manny. I just outed him. Tommy should be the Tokuja Pink Ranger. I'm pretty sure at this point he wouldn't mind. Trevor Head, welcome to the stream. Did you see the anniversary episode? No, I did not. I unfortunately could not find a stream for it, but I am going to watch it once it's uploaded somewhere, either through nick.com or wherever it is that it ends up being uploaded to. I played the PS1 Yu-Gi-Oh game. How was it, Big Swole? Jason lost both powers. Well, no, not necessarily, Alex Plush Bros, because remember, in the 10th anniversary, which takes place after Zeo, he came back as MMPR Red. So at the very least, he's found a way to still become MMPR Red. Let's see. Got a lot of questions coming in. All right, I'm trying to catch up here, so be patient with me, guys. I'm trying to catch up on the questions here. Duelist of the Roses on PS2. I would have to check that one out. Where's Justin? He hasn't come back. I have no idea. I think he's disqualified because he became an adult. He can't be a ranger no more. Tommy's morph in the episode was very interesting. Or that Lupin... We'll go... Total. Okay. They could call them the Shadow Demons and later being Queen Manchure's brother. Maybe. Let's not bring Blake Foster back. Do you think that Austin will ever be on Power Rangers show again? Yeah, I think it's possible. I think there's a better chance of it happening now that it's under Hasbro, because there won't be... I think there's a better chance for people like Austin St. John, Walter Jones, and David Yost to appear back on Power Rangers now that it is under Hasbro, because they all kind of left. I mean, there's a bit of controversial circumstances under which they exited the show, so I think it's more of a possibility now that we could see them back. So, was the first PR season to have an African-American Red Ranger. That was Power Rangers Turbo. So Ranger Stop, Matty J, what do you want to know about Ranger Stop, bro? Go ahead and ask. Ask me. When dinosaurs were cool, why do you hate Ninja Storm? I don't hate Ninja Storm. It is my least favorite season of the Disney seasons. I don't absolutely hate it because there's things that I did like about it. I just didn't... I don't know. I just really didn't care for... I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the characters on it. It was a slow build. You know, it got better as time went on, but I don't know. There's something about it I just didn't care for. To me, it was like watching Turbo all over again. I was just very disinterested in that season. So, Ninja Storm VHS. Dang! Old school. It's a good home for Power Rangers. I agree, Big Swole. The CGI for the toys looked better with toys and costumes. The new episode, what about Rocky? Rocky had the T-Rex coin and not the Ninja coins. Yeah. I think that's kind of weird. At the Ninja Storm VHS. I'm back. Welcome back, Tokusatsu Nerd. Maybe the next crossover, the voice acting, which would make it easier. Maybe. There's going to be Power Rangers versus Transformers. It's a possibility now that they own the license. Let's try play capture. And Beast Wars is over 10 years since we had an African American Red Ranger. Wow. Has it been longer than that? You might be right about that, though. I rank Overdrive over Ninja Storm. Overdrive, I don't think is as bad as people say it is. I mean, it definitely doesn't have replay value, but I actually did like some of the characters better in Overdrive, surprisingly. Okay, let's see. I think we need to talk business, but we can handle that later. I'm just a little hyped. Well, dude, just hit me up on Maddie. Just shoot me after the stream here. Just shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger, man. We'll talk. Speedy and RPM. Maybe Jason gave Rocky the coin. Maybe. The guy, what's going on? Hey, welcome to the stream. Hope you'll hang around for a bit. If I ever came back, it would be. No, I don't think Jason would be a villain. He'd be a good guy. The Terror of Death, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I want an RPM sequel. That would be cool. I would love to see it, especially if they got some of the writers back for that too. Tommy sells the Falcon Sword. Yeah, I heard about that. Can we talk about the whole Mega Morpher? Go ahead. And Beast Boy Dude. Go ahead. The RPM Red Ranger was... Oh, yeah, he was the last. Yeah, I think you're right about that. RPM Red was the last. Also, speaking of industry, 15th anniversary of New Zealand. Power Rangers in that country. Yeah. Well, initially, when Power Rangers came out, it was banned like in 7 different countries because it was too violent. They thought it was too violent for kids. And I think some kids actually killed some... I think it was like a couple kids actually killed some kids in one of the other countries because of watching Power Rangers or something. It's the last year's season to have a female Blue Ranger and a male Yellow Ranger. Wasn't that... Female Blue... Wasn't that... not Ninja Storm, but wasn't that Mystic Force? I want to say that was Mystic Force. I could be wrong about that, though. Okay. Okay, let's see. I have a good fan-made dub of Boken recut in a longer episode. Interesting. I have to check out Bokenger. I have to check out a lot of those Super Sentais. Wait, you forgot that was me? Oh, that's right. That's right. You have more than one account, Tokusatsu. That's right. The guy is you. I forgot. Sorry about that. Yeah, he was a villain in Turbo the movie, but he wasn't... I don't think he would come back as a villain in the show. The Chef comic. Alright, let's see. Leeson was brainwashed. Yeah, he was brainwashed in the movie. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't be like a bad guy of his own volition. Is it a sequel to RPM? Screaming DJ says how? Which is based on Mega Morpher. Okay. Master Morpher's a copy of the Legendary Morpher. Maybe. You might be onto something there. Charizard Ranger. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mystic Force. Lost in Translation 2. I love the first Lost in Translation. It's a great movie. See the wave. You're right. Mystic Force had a male Yellow Ranger. Okay. So that. Let's just see Power Rangers make remakes of the older Sentais they missed. That would be cool, Screaming DJ, but I don't think they'll do that with anything prior to Jew Ranger. I think the only thing we could expect, at least as far as prior to Jew Ranger is concerned, is them just releasing those series on DVD, like they're doing with Jetman. I don't think we'll ever see them adapted. RPM was the least favorite season in your opinion? Wow. I mean, I liked RPM. RPM was good. My least favorite was Turbo and then probably Ninja Storm. And then probably Overdrive. Yeah, MMPR Yellow is a dude, and his name is Boy. You know how to watch the Hurricane Polymer live. I know where I could find that. I know where I could find the Hurricane Polymer movie. I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it, and then maybe I could do a review on it. Yeah, Terrell Billinger. Some of the actors did come back in a voice acting capacity. Like Walter Jones actually came back as a voice actor for some of the monsters in some of the later seasons. He just didn't come back for an on-screen role. Yep, Boy is a boy. That's right. He was a boy. Kamen Rider Deno, welcome to the stream, man. See, I thought that today's special was nice. I just wish it was an hour long. Yeah, I think they're going to have an extended version of it. Yeah, Tokuger is a fun season. David Green, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you'll stick around to the end. Do you think that the Power Rangers movie will be a direct sequel? Well, they had mentioned that. Hasbro apparently had mentioned that they're planning on doing a direct sequel. I mean, I guess you can't go any worse unless you decide to get Michael Bay on it. So, I guess we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. I like the Disney seasons better. Well, the Disney seasons definitely brought something to the table. I think the Disney seasons, in retrospect, there's a lot of people that felt that the Disney seasons weren't good. They didn't care about it as much as Saban, but I would beg to differ on that. They did a good job on some of those seasons. So, you know, RPM probably, in my opinion, is the best written season of all of them. So it's the best. It's the best paced. It's the best written. It's, you know, the acting in it is better than any other season. Yeah. Layla Nolan, I don't think they would, even if they had the option to. I don't think they would. They're just too old now. The stock footage for those is way too old for the pre-Jew Ranger seasons. You know, it would not be appealing to the eye for anybody if they adapted pre-Jew Ranger seasons. So they would have to make completely new footage in order to do that. And the thing is, the costumes, you could see the gradual progression and evolution of the costumes. You know, they would look dated by today's standards. So I don't think they would anybody would really get behind that. So the girl who played Lily in Mystic Force, can't remember her name, did come back to play Camille in Jungle Fury. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the G.I. Joe movies, Live Man and Five Man would be hard to adapt. Yes, they would. Yeah, all those. I mean, those are shows that came out in the '80s. I mean, there's no way that they would bother adapting those now. I don't see any reason to. You know, the Zords also. I mean, you know, they haven't aged well, so maybe they should get some people who did the good Sentai movies. Maybe. I mean, that just all depends on if they're willing to bring back, like, if they're willing to bring back people like Koichi Sakamoto. Koichi Sakamoto, he's been in Japan though now for the last couple of years, and he's just living it up over there. He's getting to work over there. So I want to do anything with Power Rangers when they bought it for Spawn. Yeah, could you imagine? I mean, if Disney had kept it, you know, they could have really incorporated Power Rangers into Marvel in some way. I mean, Marvel and Toei had a working relationship back in the day, so. But the current Power Rangers aren't the same. Power Ranger Voltron team up would be nice. That'd be cool. Do you think Live Man and Five Man would ever be on DVD? I think so. I think so. I mean, they're already going to be adapting Jetman, so it's certainly possible that we could see older Super Sentai shows be released by Shout Factory. So the possibility is definitely there. Yeah, Maddie, you're right. You're spot on, dude. I think you're absolutely right. I didn't know what to do with it. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say, and I think that Disney disproved that they didn't know what to do with Power Rangers with RPM. They completely disproved that. You know, I think it was just a matter of. I think it was more of a matter of if they really wanted to or not. There was obviously people that were passionate enough about it to really. You know, I think it was more of a matter they probably just didn't want to, but they were certainly capable of it though, and I believe RPM proves that. So gotta go. All right, you all say bye to Manny. He's heading out. That's who Magic Mosquito is. The MMPR remake. RPM was short, but it was sweet. RPM was good. RPM was a good series. You know, like I said, it was well written, it was well paced, the acting was good, the action was good. I mean, it checked off all the boxes for me. Kiss Asian, yeah, I've seen a couple of shows on there. Thomas Proctor, what's up? Thank you for being on the stream. Which question are you asking me there? Did I miss your question, Tokusatsu Nerd? Were you asking me something, or are you asking somebody else something? Keep ignoring me. Who keeps me? Well, you got. Are you saying me, Alex Brush Bros, or are you talking about somebody else here on the stream? If you could rename any Power Ranger season, which season would you rename? Man, I think I would rename any season that has Force in it. Just about. Power. RJ Siler was at Power Morphicon? You talking about me? What was your question, bro? What's going on? You gotta remember, I'm getting a lot of questions here, so the stream just keeps moving up and up for me, so. What would Tokuger be called? Hopefully not Train Force. Or Track Force or anything silly like that, you know. You know, maybe something rail, something or other. Do you know that a few PR actors have appeared in slasher horror movies in the years following PR? Yeah, Terrell, I was aware of that. I know that I forget the girl's name from the one that played the Yellow Ranger in Jungle Fury. I know that she was in, I think, Cabin in the Woods. I think she was in that movie, if I'm not mistaken, which is a horror movie. Train Force. Ugh, that would be a horrible name. RPM Ranger Black ending with a little. Had his ending he had planned. Okay, if you guys want to read a good sequel to Power Rangers RPM Lost Galaxy, please read Power Rangers Cyber Corps. It's really good. So is that a fan fiction story? Oh, you're talking about the place to watch Hurricane Polymer. Oh yeah, I'll check it out, man. I mean, I know where I could download Hurricane Polymer as well, so maybe Railroad Clash. That would be much better than you know, than Train Force or, you know, Locomotive Force or anything like that. What kind of name is Beast Morphers? Beast Morphers is not a great name, but I can see why they use the name Beast. Maybe to harken back a little bit to Beast Wars, which is one of the most beloved Transformer series, and because of the fact that they're really focusing on the whole cyber aspect of the show, and the fact that the toys themselves, or I should say the weapons, a lot of the weapons in Go Busters are transformable. I think that was the choice for the name, you know, for putting Beast in the name. And Morphers obviously to associate it with Power Rangers. So if Nick didn't split each PR season into two, would you call the Power Rangers adaptation of Ghost Hydra, since obviously the adaptation of Go-Hydra would be called Pirates? Maybe Pirates or Buccaneers or something like that, something related to pirates in some way that would sound cool. Walter Jones was on Buffy. Yeah, Walter Jones, you know, he didn't stop working after Power Rangers. I mean, he still ended up doing some things. So I think he did that show called Space Cases after Power Rangers. So Ninja Steel sucks being Power Rangers. I think a lot of people would agree with that. Rails of Power or Rangers on Rails? Maybe. The RPM Red Ranger was in Jessica... Yeah. I know he's got a recurring role on there. I've seen him on there. Nice guy, too. It's a nice guy. Eka Darville, he's a very nice guy. Rail Rescue, that would actually... Lord Nexus, that actually isn't a bad name. Rail Rescue sounds much better than Rail Force or Train Force or anything like that, so... You download episode... You gotta keep that. You still haven't answered where you can watch it, because I would like... Oh! Hurricane Polymer, where you can watch it. Go to this... Try looking on, I believe... You might be able to find it on... what's that site? I always forget the name of it. I believe I saw it on TV Nihon. I could be completely wrong about that, though. I'm pretty sure I saw it for download on there, though. Let me check to be sure. Smile Last Guy, who was in Cabin Fever 2003. Serena Vincent, yeah, she's been in a couple movies. She was also in what was that movie? Not Another Teen Movie, I believe. She was also in that one. At least it's not Power Rangers Spy Force. Yeah. I wish Gokaiger was Power Rangers Legacy. Pirates Armada. That's not a bad name. So Family Matters. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the episode he was on in Family Matters. It's the one where Steve Urkel became Bruce Lee. And so he says you can find it on YouTube. I think he's looking for where to download it, though. And I believe, and if I'm not mistaken, let me see. I could have sworn I saw it on here. I'm looking to see if I could find it. There's a site that I typically go to get some of that stuff. All right, let's see. You gotta be careful with some of these torrent sites, though. Let's see. Yeah, you could try sites like Torrent HD, but I'm not sure. Usually, typically the one I use is TV Neon, but I don't think it's on there anymore. Let's see. Christopher Kamen Lee Andrews in space was on this episode of that 70s show. Somebody whose hair was touched by Fez. I'd have to see that. I wasn't big into that 70s show, but now that you mentioned that, now I'm curious as to watch that. Know where to watch. I'm pretty sure there is. I'll try to Tokusatsu Nerd. I'll try to find the link that I had before for it, because I had one that I bookmarked for that. Send me a message via Facebook, and I'll see if I can. Give me a couple days, and I'll see if I can find it again. I'll go through my bookmark list. And first time I saw Sentai or Megaforce. Hurricane Polymer. Yep. Yep, it was created by Tatsunoko. Tatsunoko created Hurricane Polymer. Power Ranger Starstruck. That sounds like a Hollywood type of, you know, like if they were all actors or something. Rise of Power. Actor. Oh, okay, okay. So he was tapped to develop. Oh, then they should definitely bring him back. I'm personally excited to see Hasbro's attempt at the Red Go Buster sword being vehicles transformed into robot and cheetah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they. It'll be interesting to see how they do their adaptation of it. Sarah Hannah. Oh, she's gonna play Heather Locklear. That's funny. Where's the place? Let's just watch Rider and Sentai. Just curious. A lot of people say Kiss Asian if you're just trying to stream them. If you're trying to download them, there's several fan sub sites you can do. But if you're just trying to stream them, probably Kiss Asian. Fully subbed. Don't have. Oh, okay. You don't. I'll try to find out, and I'll put it out there. Unfortunately, his script got regretted. Okay. Coming right to Kabuto. Hey, what's going on, The Drip? First time watching a live film. Oh, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're a part of this live stream. Hopefully you'll check out more. I've been doing these a little bit more often, so hopefully you'll catch another one here. I typically do them between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so. They still may, Tokusatsu Nerd. Q Ranger could be Power Rangers Space Crash. They should hire you, Alex, Plush Bros, just to name the shows. That way they don't keep naming them after Force or something. You should be pretty creative with the names. I was watching the subversion of the Alien Ranger, which are actually called, yeah, Kaku Ranger, that's right. What are my thoughts on Kaku Ranger? I've only seen the first couple episodes of Kaku Ranger. It was a little goofy for me, but I know that's one of those things I have to get over and just continue to watch it. Matty J, who was in the chat here earlier, I don't know if he's still here, but I know that's one of Matty J's favorite Super Sentai shows. I know that's one of them. If not his favorite, I know it's one of them. It's up there. What's done? You want to only stream them? Then Kiss. Try to find him on Kiss Asian. That's gonna be your best bet. Don Thunder had 2 American actors in duty of himself. Power Rangers Tommy Force. It is. See, confirmed. The man himself confirmed it right there. See, I don't forget things, man. Or I try not to, anyways. Was the SPD? Yeah, I think so. I think that was an all-Canadian cast, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's been the only all-Canadian cast was SPD. It does get really good. I'm going to have to give it a shot. You should do a doc. What do you mean? Like a documentary series? I'm already working on one. I'm doing Henshin time. Should Hasbro make original? I mean, they could if they wanted to. It just all depends on if they want to, create a budget for that. So, pixelated Zords. Just saying that because I wish it was longer. The Rangers didn't even say their command. They said it was morphing time. Okay, so Leo finally watched it. So Leo also feels that it was rushed. Professor Dan. Hope they could continue the legacy morpher line. Well, I'm pretty sure they will continue making legacy style morphers, except that they're probably going to be under the Lightning collection, because that's going to be Hasbro's more. That's going to be Hasbro's pretty much equivalent to the legacy line from Bandai, or at least seemingly. Has anyone read the Power Rangers Justice League comics? I have the hardcover graphic novel of that. I haven't read it yet, though. I'm going to get to it, though. And the role of Summer Lansdowne on RPM. Interesting. I did not know that. Dang, Terrell, you got all the information, man. I'm going to have to come to you to get information from you. You should do a documentary about Japan Action Club created by Sonny Chiba. I love Sonny Chiba. He's been in a lot of great movies. It's going all right. Trying my best to finish it. But I'm also, what I'm working on first is actually Working Designs and Overlook Legacy, because that's even been longer overdue. And it's probably the longest project I've ever worked on. It's either at the 20-minute mark or over the 20-minute mark. So. If they're going to make the red Zeo Power Coin, and hopefully it will be a store product and not a convention product. Maybe for the Lightning collection. It's a good read. They shouldn't make their Toku. Well, you never know. Maybe they might get the itch for it. So, Power Rangers: The Clash of Cops. Hopefully they do a morpher for Ninja Storm. I think eventually, especially ones that people really want, they'll probably, at least for those initial seasons of Saban, like I could see him going as far as making like an in-space legacy morpher at the very least. At least going as far as that. So, it's a decent. Vinny says, Dimensions and Dangers is a decent special episode. Closely on par with what I read, but is indeed much too short to feel like a big anniversary special. Legacy style from Ninja Storm. Ash vs. Evil Dead. Who's married to Lucy Lawless in real life. Hey, he's got... Terrell, you got all the facts, man. Do you think the Power Rangers will ever film in the United States again? That is entirely up to Hasbro now, if they'll do that, so... I think Power Rangers will have favorite Jackie Chan films. Oh man, Jackie Chan. Drunken Master 2. Another one of my favorite Jackie Chan movies is not Rumble in the Bronx. It's what is it? Is it Super Cop? The first Super Cop? How many Kamen Rider belts do you have in your collection? I don't have very many. I only have like... I have the Kuga Arco belt, the DX Kuga Arco belt. I have that. It's still in the box. I've never taken it out. I have I have the belt from Den-O. I have a Sengoku driver. What else do I have? I have an O's driver. I think that might be it. I don't have very many. I used to have a lot more, but I sold a lot of them. Just watch it. There's no morphing sequence, no individuality. Okay. These dimensions and leaves fans wanting more like with Forever Red. Any good samurai anime? Questions for chat and Toy Bounty Hunter. Well, any good samurai anime, of course, Rurouni Kenshin is my favorite. I don't know what the chat would recommend though. I watched the Mortal Kombat movie '95. The Mortal Kombat movie was okay. It was probably the best video game adapted movie of its time. Of that era, you know, around that time frame. Favorite PR actor voiced by Robert Axelrod, of course, Lord Zed, by far. So I was playing Roblox. No, you're good, man. You're good. Police Story. That's what it is. Police Story. Draconic Blaster. Do you think Toei will do a Super Sentai theme based on god and goddess of a different country, like Asian god and goddess? Oh, you mean like a theme? Maybe. I mean, that's the thing with Super Sentai, that nothing is really off the table for them in terms of theme. So it's slightly better than Forever Red. It doesn't completely involve one ranger giving the final attack. That's good. So it's more of a team effort. Hopefully Power Rangers comes back, because I've always wanted to be a Power Ranger on TV, and it would be a great acting job. Well, if that's your dream, man, go for it. Go for it. You know, train, you know, stay in good shape, take martial arts, take some acting classes, and if it's something you want to audition for, definitely go for it. A Power Ranger that would be a good Rurouni Kenshin cosplayer. I don't know. Try to explain some. It was, oh god, the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yeah, that was really bad. One of the worst video game adapted movies of all time. That and Street Fighter. And Double Dragon. Double Dragon was terrible too. The adaptation of Double Dragon. Oh, such a bad movie. Okay, Super Sentai will be introducing. Yeah, maybe. Do you like Fairy Tail? I have you know, Professor Dan, I've never seen it. I've heard of it. The anime that I'm watching right now is My Hero Academy, and I am watching the newest season of Attack on Titan, but I don't watch anime nearly as much as I used to. A wrestling themed Sentai, that's a possibility. I mean, well, think about this. I mean, there was going to be a baseball themed Sentai back in the day. It was going to be called V-Leaguer, but that's what it eventually ended up becoming, Denji Man, I believe, or Dynaman, I should say. Making Henshin time. It's going, man. It's going. I'm working on it. Yeah, Johnny Going Bosch, maybe, but I think he's you know, he's getting up there now in age. I'm not sure if he would be age appropriate for some to play a role like Kenshin. So Sonic the Hedgehog movie is coming out next year. Yeah, I think you mentioned that in the last chat. I don't know anything at all about it. I don't know if is it going to be like live action? Is it going to be a 3D movie? What's the deal? Have you seen Little Witch Academia? No, I have not. Inuyasha, I have not seen. The new Geo Double Dragon fighting game, the Neo Geo Double Dragon fighting game, loosely based on the movie, is a lot more interesting. I want a video game themed Sentai. John, remember the one bad movie, Surf Ninja? Oh man, I love that movie. Yeah, it's terrible, but it's funny. My favorite line in that movie is the line by Rob Schneider in that movie when he says, when he pretends to be their Uncle Iggy, who knows what's best because he's 37 years old. My favorite line in the entire movie. It was just so random, and I know best because I'm 37. Have you seen Fooly Cooley? No, I have not seen that. Remember when Kamen Rider met Ultraman? Yeah, that was in a short. The Sonic movie is a mix of CGI and live action. Okay, so there's actually going to be human characters in it. Where the heck is Sledge? Who knows? Where is Sledge? What's going on? So. $37 in a row? Oh, geez. Why you got to bring Clerks into this, Matty J? It's terrible. Why are you bringing the Clerks references? All right. Terror of Death, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. And Terror of Death says, okay, one big question. Could someone please explain how Tommy got the Green Ranger powers back and Zeo Power Coin and the Dino Thunder powers back? Please explain. I need to know. Terror of Death, it's Power Rangers, man. They usually don't they usually don't worry about people worrying about getting an explanation. They just make things happen. But I guess the way that they explained it in this episode is that Tommy has a morpher that can he found a way to make a morpher that I guess accesses all his previous powers. At least that's what seems to be the case. So, but of course they're not going to tell you how he came across that technology. I guess we just have to assume because he was a scientist in Dino Thunder and because of his knowledge of the morphing grid, he found a way to just tap into all the previous powers that he had. That would be my assumption. Have you ever watched Three Ninjas movies? Man, I've never seen any of those. I've seen the first one, only the first couple minutes of it. I never finished it. Have you seen Gundam Iron Blood Orphans? I have not, but I want to watch it because I have heard good things about Iron Blood Orphans. My favorite Gundam series is the first one, but I really love Zeta Gundam too. Zeta Gundam is such a great series and such a tragic series too. So our West Gem and Coda Time Master of Power Rangers universe? I have no idea. Maddie's like, sorry, I had to do it. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll give you props on the Rob Schneider character. Dude, the Rob Schneider character was my favorite part of that movie because he was just so out of place. He was the most out of place, and really that's what made me... I don't know what... the movie is just bad. It's a terrible movie, but it's one of those movies that's bad in a good way. Like Surf Ninjas is bad in a good way. That's why it's so memorable. It's Man of Tai. One of my favorite movies is Man of Tai Chi. Isn't that a Jet Li movie? Or was that Jackie Chan? I think it was... I know Jet Li made a... No, I think that's Jackie Chan, but I know Jet Li made a Tai Chi movie as well. Something... I think Master of Tai Chi or something. It's an old movie. I used to watch Jet Li movies on bootleg VHS before they were ever... before he became mainstream over here. Same thing with Gordon Liu. Just My Hero. Yeah, Draconic Blaster. I have seen My Hero Academy. I love it. I think it's a great series so far. I really enjoy it. Your hair so long looks like Captain Marvelous hair. Well, you need to style it like that. You guessed correctly. Yes. Yeah. Oh, from Alpha. Ginga Man Prime, at least with the green power coin. There was another one after Return of the Green Ranger back in MMPR. Yeah, well, that's Ginga Man Prime. That's the Tommy that ended up, the clone of Tommy that ended up going back into the 1700s, isn't it? I'm just playing the role of Dr. Robotnik, and Ben Schwartz is playing the role of Sonic. Yeah, Kamen Rider Deno. Yeah, somebody had told me about Jim Carrey's involvement in that. Thomas Proctor says maybe he took influence from the Megaforce Rangers and he built the Special Morpher. Maybe. Legend Morpher to create the Master Morpher and use the Ranger keys to create a new power coin. That's a very good Charizard Ranger. That's a very creative idea that you have there of how he could have, very imaginative and very possible thing he could have done. I'm currently watching the Cardinals play against the Pirates. Man, I haven't seen baseball since I was probably like, last time I saw a baseball game, dang, I might have been 12. Best animated series with a terrible ending. Neon Genesis Evangelion. And I say that in the sense of, like, I'm not even a fan of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I thought it was an overrated anime series myself, but it was one that definitely had potential, but it had a terrible ending. Three. Alright, let's see. Yes, it was Tommy Clone that was given a copy of the Green Ranger powers, which he was able to keep after he was reformed. Okay. I think it's on YouTube. I'll look it up. Have you of Go Ranger episodes online? I did not hear about that, Draconic Blaster, but thank you for telling me that, because I've been wanting to watch Go Ranger for the longest time, and I could never find any subs of it. So all I was ever able to find back in the day was just raw files of that. I think we've established at this point that the continuity hasn't really been a thing since In Space. Yep, Sluggo Media, you hit the nail right on the head. That's something that we could always count on with Power Rangers, no matter what, is that continuity just goes completely out the window. They're just like, just deal with it, So, yep, 31 people in here. So, starting to think Adam should have been. Adam would have been. I would have liked to have seen Adam as Red Ranger. I think he would have been good. And what's interesting is that Steve would have been. I actually did an interview with Steve for one of the parts of Henshin Time, and one of these days, well, actually, that's something that only patrons have access to, but one of these days, that's one of the things I'll upload is the full interview. In the interview, Steve had said that he wouldn't have minded being the Black Ranger. If he had been chosen to be the MMPR Black Ranger and Johnny the Red, he would have been totally okay with that. So, he was just glad to be a part of the show, so. To torrent all the pre-Jew Ranger seasons. Yeah, I had to do the same, and a lot of... There was a site, it's no longer up, but there was a site up back in the day that had very good quality torrent uploads, DVD plus quality of the raw files of a lot of previous seasons. For a lot of people that have asked me, like, how did you get some of those previous seasons? It was from a site that used to exist called Toku something or other, but they got shut down a long time ago. And I got a lot of my raw files for Henshin Time from there. Yeah, the end of Space should have killed Sledge, Lothar, and everyone else. Yeah, pretty much. That. Well, remember, In Space was meant to be the end. In Space was... They were gonna call it a day after In Space. So, what's your favorite Tommy Centric story arc in PR history? Green with Evil. It's just disappointing the people behind the show don't care about it as much as the fans. Yeah, I mean that's it's bound to happen. I'm sure that they've had writers before that do care, but yeah, I mean that's to be expected. You got to remember, at the end of the day, when it comes to the entertainment industry, their end game goal is to make money. So that's always going to be their priority. It's going to be to make that money. I mean, that's why the 2017 movie was the way it was. It was it was made to appeal to a mass audience. It wasn't primarily made to appeal to the fans. It was made to appeal. It was going to have stuff in there for the fans, but its main purpose was to appeal to a mainstream audience. So, best writer finisher in your opinion? the most brutal finisher would probably be Kamen Rider Amazon's finisher. The way he would just rend people from limb to limb. That was probably the most brutal. But I did like the Revolcane. The Revolcane from Kamen Rider Black RX. I like that a lot. So can definitely see Steve as the Black Ranger. Yeah, he said he would have been completely okay with it. Yeah, I seen that one though. The one that No Pink Spandex did for when he was at AFO. Yeah, I've seen that interview. Oh my, excuse me. So, let's make him every character and everything. Well, he's already been there and done that. He's definitely trying to do that. So, I think it's obvious PR treats Turbo Red as yeah. They don't count, even though he was Turbo Red first, they count that more as TJ being that. It's just like with Jason being Gold Zeo Ranger. People are always going to remember Jason as the Gold Zeo Ranger, even though it was Trey of Triforia that was the Gold Zeo Ranger first, and ended up getting the powers back, and they showed that he still existed. People usually relate that to Jason as well. The Sentai finishing move. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Who's a secondary rider in Blade? Wasn't it I forget who it was. Man, it's been a while. I haven't seen Blade in years. I can't remember. Can't remember who it was. Man, stumping me today. They could do reunion movies. From worst to best. Oh, man. Worst Pink Ranger. I guess Operation Overdrive would probably be the worst. Best would probably be Jen from Time Force. Would probably be the best Pink Ranger. Yeah, he tears people. Amazon would tear people apart. It was crazy. He would literally rend people to pieces. Of the comic experiences made for the fan. I'm actually working on a Kamen Rider fanfic that is a pseudo sequel to Black RX. Well, let me know when you're finished with that, because I like Black RX. Even though Black is still way better, Black RX wasn't that bad of a follow-up. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up. So let's get those questions in, and we'll do something a little bit different for the giveaway today. Who do you think the hottest red? Who do I think is the hottest Red Ranger of all time? The hottest Red Ranger of all time was it Lauren from Power Ranger Samurai? I think that was her name. Wasn't it Lauren from Power Ranger Samurai? I think she was probably the hottest Red Ranger of all time. So yeah, Jason. The thing is, people, when they see that Red Ranger helmet, and I have love for Steve, but people always remember. They're always going to remember Jason first. Most people, anyways. Most of the fans will always remember him first. Castlevania Power Rangers crossover, maybe. All right, let's see. I'm going to take a couple more questions and then we'll go ahead and start this. What do you think of the reboot of Kamen Rider Amazons 2016? I liked it. I liked Amazons. I thought it was a fun series. Who cares to the product? Yeah. I see what you're saying, Sluggo. All right, so Ram Jam, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I mean, both claim that they don't anymore, but who knows? Who knows? All I know is that they still haven't done any shows together. That's really all I know at this point. So, all right. So now we're gonna go ahead and do this giveaway. So everybody's gonna roll a number between 1 and 30, and I will randomly generate the number. And you could only roll once. So everybody that's in the chat right now, you could only roll one number, a number between 1 and 30. And what we'll do is, if whoever gets the number or closest to the number, or if more than one person gets the number, they're going to have a roll off for the number. So go ahead and start putting those in the chat. Yeah, and really the only requirements is you got to be either 18 or older to get this, or you have to have a parent's permission in order to be eligible to win this. So if you are under the age of 18, you need a parent's permission. One of your parents' permission. And let me go ahead and generate the number. All right, cool. It's between 1 and 30. And I already see some people that might have tied for it. So I'm going to give y'all one more minute. For those of you that haven't rolled yet, please do not roll more than once. Who do you think is the hottest Pink Ranger? Troy or Tommy? Neither of those. Alex Plush Bros. All right. Wants to give it to Marcos. All right, so let's see. All right, get those rolls in. All right, I'm going to start doing a countdown now from 10 seconds. So you got 10 seconds to get your roll in if you haven't already for tonight's giveaway prize, which will be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Loyal Subjects Pop Vinyl Blind Box. All right, Ram Jam. All right, so I'm going to count down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the rolls are in. All right, we have a tie between I am Beast Boy and Thomas Proctor. You both got it right. You nailed it right on the head. It was 19, so I want only Thomas Proctor and I am Beast Boy to have a roll off. It's going to be we're going to do it a number between 1 and 10. So you guys roll a number between 1 and 10. I'm randomly generating it, and whoever gets closest to it will win. So I am your Beast Boy and Thomas Proctor. Go ahead and roll a number. All right, Thomas Proctor and I am Beast Boy. Let's see who won. All right, so looks like I am Beast Boy, dude. You came the closest to it. The number was 6, and you were at 5. So congratulations, I am Beast Boy, dude. You win this. So in order for you to claim this, just send me a message through either Facebook or through Twitter. Actually, send it through Facebook. Go on my Facebook page and just send me a message with the address that I can send this to you at. All right? So send a message through Facebook. The link is in the description below for the Facebook page. Or if you just go on Facebook, just go to Toy Bounty Hunters and send me a message with the address that I can send this to you at. All right, so So everybody, yep, congrats to I am Beast Boy Dude for winning the Loyal Subjects blind box vinyl. Yep, Facebook. You could do it through Facebook Messenger. Just go to the my Facebook like page, the Toy Bounty Hunters Facebook like page, and just send a message through there of the address that I could send this to you at. Name and address where I could send that to you. And that'll go out in the mail as soon as possible. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream for the night. I want to thank all of y'all for joining me. Matty J, if you're still there, just hit me up on Messenger, bruh, and we could talk. But as for the rest of you, thank you so much. I do these streams pretty regularly, so I'll probably be doing another one tomorrow. It'll probably be a Beyond the Henshin live stream where we talk about some other things outside of Power Rangers and Tokusatsu. So if you guys want to join me either tomorrow, it'll probably be, well, it probably won't be tomorrow. Actually, I'm not going to do the next one until I actually have to take the next 2 days off because I got to focus on trying to get this next Henshin time done. But I will be back actually on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for those of you that are here now, if you want to join me again, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing another stream. So thank you guys so much again for joining the stream and hanging out. And let's talk again soon. All right? You all have a good night. Oh, and Terror of Death, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Special shout out to you. You are the MVP donator of the day. So thank you again so much for that. It helps tremendously. All right. Thank you guys, and I will see you all on Friday. Remember, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Just follow me on Twitter if anything for any kind of updates. And I'll talk to you all then. All right, everyone. Have a great night.